about La Liga. Like La Liga is not like you've got Messi and a couple other people's, but like the stars that they had in the past, like just lets me know like okay, like what's going on with La Liga, you know? And so like I know we got the Barca Real Madrid Classico coming Saturday, and I feel like this is one of the most unanticipated Classicos ever. You know what I'm
I
saying?
actually had to look up the date. Like usually, like that's something that personally, I don't have to look up because it's already so
Yeah,
spoken
bro.
about. Like that's obviously one of the most televised games
Bro,
in a calendar year.
imagine the days like I'm thinking back to when they had a prime Benzema, prime Bale, Ronaldo, Modric, Toni Kroos right there, and then Barca had Messi, Neymar, Suarez, Xavi, Iniesta, like, and now you're like okay, you got Messi and you've got like Ansu Fati, but then everybody else I'm like okay, like they're decent players. And watching Madrid play now, I'm like oh my god, like
Bro, they
don't look good at all.
terrible.
I feel like this is one of the, I don't want to say worst, but one of the least like exciting Clásicos of like
I mean, but
that I can remember recently.
but it's also like I feel like this is like a depiction into like this is what like the future of El Clasico I feel like holds. You know what I mean? Because sure you can make like a few like key signings, but like you said, like the squads that were going against each other were those same squads that were going to Champions League like semifinals like year after year, or at least making it to quarterfinals.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue for both of these clubs is they haven't done a good job of transitioning players out. Yeah. You know, like how is Toni Kroos and Modric still your midfielders at Madrid? You know what I'm saying? Like both of them are past their prime. You know, like you see a couple of like good players in Madrid, like Benzema. Like I'm sorry, like going back to hitting that Benzema, like he's just not the same. To me, he was never an amazing striker, but like he's not even like a good striker anymore to me.
I don't know. I would definitely take washed up Benzi over prime Luka Jovic right now.
I'll give you that. Like, he didn't do nothing.
He just hasn't. Like ever since he left Frankfurt, he's just it's just tanked. Like he really has. And it sucks because like Eintracht Frankfurt made that loan move permanent just so they could basically sell him.
Yeah.
And it just sucked because like
smart business from them.
Oh, I mean for sure. I mean if they got rid of a one season wonder, I guess real quick.
Much.
So.
Can I say something? All right, so I was actually reading news about this. So supposedly what Madrid is planning of doing is they're, for example, this season,
they didn't buy anyone.
Yeah, they didn't buy anyone
in the summer transfer window.
Exactly. So from what they're saying is Mbappe has already told PSG supposedly that he is not going to renew his contract because he wants to pursue his career somewhere else.
Yeah.
Which means Mbappe is going to have a lot of bidders for him, and I'm pretty sure the first, he wants to go probably to Madrid because it's always been his dream to go to Madrid.
And he was a boyhood Ronaldo fan.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm assuming like he saw Ronaldo in his prime at Madrid, and
so I think Madrid is probably preparing everything.
Makes sense.
Yeah, to buy him. Maybe not. I'm not sure that they'll. What they said is that probably this season coming up during the transfers
window.
Yep, they'll be able to do that, but I feel like he's gonna end up at Real Madrid. Yeah, and there's also been interest from Camavinga, from Rennes, and he's good.
How old is he?
He's 17, man.
Nobody's
17.
touching him at his age. Like, I'm sorry. Like, there's
Ansu Fati?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, but you got to. Ansu Fati plays a totally different position. Okay. Camavinga is a holding midfielder, bro.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I didn't think
about that. Camavinga, but I mean, made a full debut at France, kind of like how Ansu Fati did with Spain.
Yeah. At
17, I think. But I mean, in terms of like French talent, like he's probably the biggest French talent that I've seen in a minute. Yeah, like kind of like how like Ansu Fati without a no-brainer. He's the best talent Spain have had in years.
Yeah, so that's just something that I think La Liga should be a little bit worried about. Like, okay, if El Clásico is not exciting to people anymore, what does that have to say about La Liga in general, right? Because those Barca and Madrid hold you. You know what I'm saying? And then you've got Atletico, who does well sometimes, and they've done a great job of putting themselves up there. I feel like they're kind of on the slope down now, but I'm like, okay, like these clubs, they need to do a better job in management, and they need to do a better job in bringing in that top talent again to make the league interesting. Like, I think if somehow they got Messi to stay again, and maybe Barca went for somebody like, I don't know, like Joao Felix, like he would be, I feel like he would be amazing at Barca. And then if Madrid get Mbappe and they add another world-class player, I don't know, like maybe they try to bring in Mane too or Salah. Like, I wouldn't want him to leave Liverpool. But I'm just saying from that perspective, like, okay, like this becomes more interesting now than I feel like the Classico that we're going to watch this weekend, especially how poor these teams look. Like Barca and Madrid aren't even at the top of the league, and they both lost 1-0 this weekend. Shout out to Choco Lozano, the Honduran striker who scored.
No, but I feel like it came down when Ronaldo left. I feel like that was because there's always been that rivalry with Messi and Ronaldo in the Liga. So now I feel like a lot of people don't watch Madrid or don't. A lot of people just went for all Madrid. Exactly.
Facts.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody had the blonde streaks in the hair.
Yeah, all of them went for Madrid. So I think when Ronaldo left, I feel like that, Madrid still hasn't been able to fill that hole in. And so I feel like maybe if they bring like I said, Mbappe, maybe it'll get back to interesting. Yeah. And if Barcelona is, like you said, able to buy another superstar, but like a big young superstar, then maybe it might get interesting again. But I don't know. With time we'll be able to see if it does. But I agree with you. I think in some degree, like the Classico isn't the same as it used to be with a couple years back.
I mean, seeing Mbappe go to Real Madrid, I mean, because you have to think about it, like, they're really the only club that can probably afford his wages and his fee. So it's kind of like, there's obviously more expensive clubs in the world, but, I mean, the only other competitors I feel like on paper would be Man City. Yeah. But he's not going to Man City probably. Yeah. They could swoop in and do some sort of shock deal, but I don't think that would happen personally because he would be
more prone to go to Liverpool if he's going to the Prem.
I mean, and I definitely feel like the Real Madrid would fit him more personally.
Yeah, I feel like it's all in place for him to go there. He was a Ronaldo fan.
Like, I didn't even know about the whole, like, they were doing, like, the kind of, like, the funding and stuff like that. They kind of hold back from spending.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Transfer wages.
I think that might happen. I mean, honestly, from my personal opinion, I think that would happen.
I mean, it's a story, He's going to get mentored by Benzema. And he's just going to become, like, amazing.
Dang, okay.
More amazing than he already is, but...
I mean, he's already getting mentored by Giroud.
Bro.